Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Moore will throw. Skips away from pressure. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo.
Looking to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the left. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Moore to the air. Lofts one high and deep. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He'll pull it down. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take...
Trying to get behind the defense. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Whittington. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Moore will throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw it open.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, no! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, these throws at the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Whittington.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little extra time. On the run deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. They will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. One more snap coming before halftime.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity.
Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good night.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that now? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Now rolling to the left. Trying to escape and get it. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Trying to run it in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Got the quick pass. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Whittington. Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore to the air. Buys a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The defense going going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Moore will throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to the ground game on the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Seminoles will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.